when you tell a lie, you go need tell more lies or probably pull up more resources to cover up your lie. Most often I don't hear say BBC don't come outside talk say, look, our president attended Chicago State University and he graduated. But is that the argument? That will not be the argument to they hear me. But one interesting thing there about BBC coming out to say our president attended Chicago State University, say he no forge his certificates. Abeg, make una help me listen to Frank Schwaibu. Now a spokesperson of the Atiku campaign organization, the dissolved one, and a chieftain of the party. When I help me hear what him talk about this BBC coming out to say that Tinubu did not forge his certificate and that he was a student and graduated from Chicago State University. I'm going to watch this video.
You see, Sean, let me tell you something. When they call it the BBC report, I laugh at maybe the level of pedestrianism. The global disinformation team of the BBC, the young people, the 3 young people who wrote that report are not even in the employment of the BBC. The global disinformation team is like a fact-checking team. And when you are fact-checkers, obviously most organizations outsource them. Let me take one of them, one of the authors of that report, for instance, Olaronke Alo, as far back as 2019, was a producer and presenter on TVC, owned by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She was running a program up till 2019. So you see, we can tell you, you don't need the services of a clairvoyant or a witch doctor to hazard a guess as to how the stories were put together. In that report, the first paragraph of that report, first or second paragraph will tell you that they got a copy, certified true copy of that deposition from Frank Schwaibu. In the first place, no journalist will tell you his source of information. But we don't mind because it's not a secret document. It was a public document. They asked for it. One of their reporters asked me for the document. I sent it to her. Then in the report, towards the end of the report, the same report now claimed that when they tried to reach the Atiku media team, we did not respond. This we have taken up with the top management and we have written a petition to the BBC because they have allowed their platform to be used for a hatchet job like this. It is preposterous. It is unacceptable.
I think that the highest office in the BBC is not aware about the commissioning of such a story.
No, we do. With profound respect. They were in shock too because I told them, I said, look at the report. It is jaundiced. Jaundiced because if you claim in the report that I gave you the documents and you are aware that I speak for former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, you did, if you could acknowledge the fact that I gave you the report, and at no time, either by email or telephone, when you needed the report, a copy of the deposition, you had access to my email, you had access to my phones, and when I gave you the document, and you now needed to get back to us to give our side of the story, you claimed in the report that you didn't have access to us, and when we queried that, did you call me? Did you send me an email? Did you send to Mazi Paul Ibe, who is the head of the Atiku media office? The answer was no. And they mentioned one obscure name that we have never heard before in the Atiku media office. So what it means is that if I took you first off to Olaronke Alo, who was a former presenter, producer with TVC. TVC is owned by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if my people will tell you that, look, if a bicycle passed through this road and you are seeing a corpse by this roadside, who killed the person? It's possible. You don't need a witch doctor to tell you that it is a hatchet job.
You don't see about me. You see as a TikToker. Say one of the 3 people who write that report, one of them used to be a staff of TVC. I want to not say TVC, na Tinubu television station. They say the girl name na Olorunke Ero. Now she did your screen. As far back as 2019, before she left, I think so. So, how do you expect her now, as a member of the 3 people that wrote that report, to be, besides what they wrote, myself, is that the issue under contention? No. The Tinubu camp, they are trying so hard to fire back at Atiku Abubakar. And they have come up with this identity crisis. Say, Atiku, he get identity problem. Say, make you look am. Say, all the certificates, he get one name where they appear, when no they appear for other ones. As this argument start, I say, no, I go nakana my people on top this channel. But before I nakana on this argument, I beg, make we go on this short break. When we come back, una go hear this identity crisis as it take they happen. Well, let's go on this break.
Imagine a country where its citizens get to enjoy the road without this. Imagine a country where unprecedented fuel scarcity does not cause panic at the filling station. That is why Innocent Vehicles has embarked on manufacturing environmental friendly gas powered cars while still offering comfort, luxury and doggedness for the African roads. Innocent Vehicles, the pride of African roads.
Welcome back. The person I go give una now, we go help us talk about this identity crisis. Now the same Frank Schwab where you hear from the same for the first video. Una go hear as he take explain this identity crisis where APC won't bring up. You surround the person of Atiku Abubakar because the Atiku don't expose them, he don't open their nyash. Say President Tinubu, he forged certificates. Now certificate forger. Make we listen to Frank Schwab.
I mean, of course, there's been response. Why Siddiq Abubakar? He's agreed that was his name at the time, isn't it?
Yes.
And he changed it.
Yes.
To Atiku Abubakar.
Yes.
Why?
I'll tell you. Elementary student of Islamic civilization will tell you that Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, had a bosom friend called Caliph Abubakar. Caliph Abubakar had two names the Holy Prophet gave to him. Siddiq and Atiku. Siddiq and Atiku were the two names. And these names, the etymology of these names is ingrained in Islamic foundation. So they are not just ordinary names. Atiku Abubakar had the name Siddiq. And later on in life, he chose to now be known as Atiku. And as far back as August 1973, he deposed on affidavit. That's a man of truth. That is not a man who attended a spiritual school in the night and before the school was established. For a man to depose on affidavit as far back as 1973, you should know that that is a man who believes in documentation, who believes in the truth, who believes that
So it's because of the Prophet Muhammad that he changed his name.
Yes. He understood the meaning. He knows the meaning of Siddiq.
Does he have a son with Siddiq?
He doesn't need to have a son with Siddiq.
I'm asking you, so he has a son who bears the same name.
Of course, he has children.
So it's coincidence that his son is Siddiq and he used to be Siddiq.
No. He has children. I don't know the names of all his children.
But we can confirm from you that Atiku Abubakar has a son who is Siddiq Abubakar too.
I don't know that. I don't know his sons.
Let me ask you, just a moment. Yes. If you have an idea of your principal,
and definitely there's none of his sons who could be older than his father.
You don't hear what him talk. Very simple, clear. He changed name and he did a deposition to show that he changed a name. That is what is expected of any leader to do. So if Tinubu had done a disposition and changed his name and swore on that oath that yes, he changed his name, nobody would have any problem with him. Do you understand? That's so it be. So if you change your name, you do a deposition that you changed your name, and that is all that is required. Not coming to answer Tinubu, Adekunle, Ahmedu. This now he's not done that. You understand what I'm saying, Abi? So that is the way we do it. We just don't come out and open your mouth and start talking rubbish. A man changed his name and he swore an oath. He did deposition. He did affidavits to say, I have changed my name from Sadiq to whatever it is now. So if you are bringing that leg, he go carry in affidavits come out. That means you don't have any arguments. Una dey hear me? That's so you be. This identity crisis surrounding Atiku. Is they laughable? Be no, they laughable. Very, very laughable. APC. Let your leader just come out and apologize to Nigerians that look, oh, I did a mistake. Who will understand? Rather than running around circles, I go see una later.